All right, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to That Girl Casey. If you have not liked this video yet, just please go ahead and like it now. It's like no, guys, we're gonna just go ahead and get straight into it. The Biden administration is threatening to veto an oil bill. They are going to veto the bill about releasing oil. So let's go ahead and get into this real quick headline that I wanted to read to you guys. Biden administration threatens veto of GOP bill restricting strategic oil reserve releases. The Biden admin is threatening to veto a Republican-led legislation that would restrict the release of oil from the country's emergency reserve. If Congress were to pass HR 21, the president would veto it. Of course, he would. He will not allow American people to suffer of the backwards agenda that a House of Republicans are advancing. Excuse me. And this is what Jennifer Graham told the reporters at the White House press briefing. The legislation would require the federal government to develop a plan to increase the percentage of federal lands leased for new oil and gas production in order to withdraw oil from strategic reserves. It includes exception for severe energy supply interruptions. Yes, House Republicans are slated to take up the bill this week. The Energy Secretary said on Monday that the bill would needlessly aim to weaken the strategic petroleum reserve usefulness as a tool to ensure energy security in America. But that's not what we're supposed to be using on a regular Tuesday. Not to mention, we release from our reserves and we send it to China and the European Union and Asia, whatever. So what do you mean? Like, this stuff frustrates me, the way they lied to people. She added that it risks raising these gas prices and making it harder to offer Americans relief in the future. But we are running out of the oil that's in the reserves. Like the last I heard, it was like 19 days left. No, that doesn't mean in 19 days there's going to be no oil, but it's never been that low. It's like a 19-day supply, and there's barely any oil that gets like put in there. I don't even know how we haven't ran out already. In response to similar criticism from Granholm last week, House Energy Commerce Committee Chairwoman Kathy McCorris Rogers um, pointed to the exception for emergencies. If the president declares an emergency resulting from an energy supply disruption, the secretary has full authority to utilize SPR HR 21, will not change or hamper that. Last year, in response to oil prices spikes following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, because United States egged them on to invade, President Biden announced the largest ever release of oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve, in which he also gave oil to China and to the European Union and everybody else. And that's not why we should be releasing oil from that reserve. Okay, we should be drilling our own oil, which this administration has now lukewarmly said that maybe we shouldn't have cut the Keystone Pipeline deal. Okay. And if we were drilling our own oil at home, we wouldn't be using our savings. The move faced backlash from Republicans who argued that it was political and used it to critique administration energy policies. Absolutely, it was because they did that before the midterms. In defense of its move, which called an appropriate use of the reserve, the Biden administration has appointed to a Treasury Department analysis that found the move in coordination with similar ones from other countries. I don't even know what that means. And it reduced the price 17 to 42 cents. By the way, the prices are going up. It's slow. They're going up. For now, it's slow. It's not going to stay that way. It's not going to stay. We rely on everybody else's oil. And everybody else wants everybody else's oil because they're busy sanctioning Russia. China's getting ready to, y'all check out my video. China's getting on the move. All right. They're open. And no matter how much people are saying, oh, a bunch of Chinese people are dying, they're not ending. I don't want them to, right? YouTube. But that's not what's happening. It is irresponsible. This administration, like, if y'all, man, for real, just put aside some money for gas, y'all. Put aside whatever you can. Put some quarters and stuff aside. They add up after a while. I'm not saying, oh, it's going up next week, but it will go up. I'm watching this. It will go up. It will rise in prices. I cannot believe what has been done to our oil supply, to our refineries. It is insane. I know he's going to veto any bill that they put out anyway. They're trying. They are trying. They are trying. But he's going to veto the bills. All right, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.